everybody, before you watch the video, make sure you follow the page, like the video. Hope you enjoy.
That experience kind of put me off. I didn't actually go back to those gyms. I did it like once or twice, and I'm like, oh.
Is it just because it was like too intense or too extreme? Or
it was very intense. Like I remember I did a sparring session with my partner, and a couple of his friends, and I didn't have any Muay Thai experience. I was just like flailing and like just freaking out. Had no idea what was going on, and after that I was like, I don't think I'll do that again. But so it really depends on the gym, and I think having like a jiu-jitsu specific gym, it kind of gives it like a certain type of like feeling and environment and like sense of community that maybe like MMA gyms would have that as well, but it is a little bit different because it feels like it's kind of like split down the middle. You have people doing striking, and then you have people doing wrestling, and then MMA, and then you know,
they kind of like create segregations within all the groups and stuff within the gym.
And it can be distracting as well. That's something I've noticed because I've been training at a couple of gyms, like MMA gyms, and they'll have music, like really loud music for like the striking
class,
and then they'll have like the BJJ gym, and I'm like, oh, this is so different to Gaha. Like Gaha is like you're really just focused, and it's like quiet, and everyone's like listening to, you know, the technique and
instruction or whatever.
Very different.
It's hard when you got like 4 classes going at once and people hitting pads and trying to listen to a technique for sure.
And then the music as well, and then like they have like a regular gym, maybe like weightlifting, and it's just, it feels more chaotic.
Absolutely.
And that's an interesting point because like people are extremely emotional, and even like like you're saying, just like the music you're listening to or the intensity in the area, like that changes how you receive information, that changes how you're going to train, that changes all that stuff because it affects you. Like as much as we all think we're, you know, Zen warriors and stuff like that, we're affected by our environment. And if you go to an environment that's generally more intense, you're probably going to exert things in a way that's more intense. If the environment's more relaxed and chilled and kind of comfortable, you're probably going to exert yourself or apply yourself in that way. So that's an interesting point.
And even the noise as well, everything that comes around with that, you know, like for example, some people struggle to study at home because the phone might ring or, you know, something might happen, but then they go to a library super silent, and then they just be able to study. Like if you have a lot of noise, I remember back in Brazil at one point, they had capoeira really close. It's nearly impossible. Have you seen a capoeira class? They play drums, they sing, they scream. Drums, the thing goes like, you know, it's almost like a religious ritual happening, you know what I mean? Like, and you want to pay attention on a sweep, for example. Jesus Christ, good luck with that.
I didn't realize they sang. I pictured just dancing. Because that's what I heard, it was just dancing.
They have instruments, like they have what they call berimbau, which is an instrument like that.
String instrument.
String instrument. They have a bit of drums. They have a bit of it's a whole thing.
Just go down the road and beat them all up. Stop.
Beautiful sport. Though, don't let me wrong. Beautiful sport, great fitness, but it just give you an example of how the noise can really disturb when you try to focus on one thing. And I think also you lose a little bit of their essence. For example, it's a difference as well, I find, if you're going to do yoga at a yoga place or in a place that's going to be, okay, now we're just going to do yoga here, as to do a yoga in one of these big chain gyms, you know what I mean? Where, you know, it's not the same.
Oh, yeah, totally.
It doesn't feel the same.
Yeah, I've done that. And you can just hear there'll be like a spin class next door.
Yeah.
With electronic music. Doof, 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 doof. Come on, everybody, keep the cycle up. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching the video. If you haven't yet already, make sure you subscribe, like, and again, go and check us out on Facebook, on Instagram, like all our platforms. Give us a follow at bjj.101 on Instagram, and go and check out bjj101.com.au to access the full video library.